ready to live on anything.
All Florida has to do is put in their 7'9" giant.
Yeah.
And
He's redshirted.
don't matter. Put him in.
He can't play.
Put him in.
He can't play if he's redshirted.
Well, then.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Lots of basketball.
Okay.
Gotta put this away. Bro, what in the what is happening? Pen, why are you gonna do this to me? Why are you doing this to me, Pen?
Thank you. You're the best.
I can do this all day.
That's just so pretty.
It's wonderful. Write down my signature. Brrr.
So you have to read my comment. I'm not done. Don't come in, please. Sorry, I gotta go. Everybody out, quickly. Sorry.
Mr. Brogan, did I miss anything from yesterday? You think it's gonna be? Are we working this week or no? Or is it...
Clemson winning. So, Mr. Brogan, I made another bracket. I have Michigan State, TTU, Bama, and Clemson going to the Final Four with Clemson winning it. Yup.
Dude, Roman, in my opinion, mint Oreos are gas.
Yeah.
Yo, Hunter, you remember when you said you like the mint Oreos?
Oh, you got mint Oreos?
I
What?
did,
Like
bro. Bro, they're amazing.
Dude, they are amazing.
Dude, they are gas, bro.
They're gas. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You dip them in milk?
No, I just.
That's
I
on a
never
different
did
level,
that, man.
JJ.
Look at these. Look at the green.
I know. Look at the green. That's
Bro!
Huh? Yeah, try that.
Yeah.
Yo, and the mint leaves are like vegetables or something. So it's like healthy.
Gas.
Gas.
Want one?
I would love one, Jacob.
There you go.
Thank you, big on. Gas.
Honestly, for real. Mr. Brogan, we working today or no?
We are. Just give me 1 second. Alright, let's talk about what we covered yesterday, or what the section was on. We'll talk about it a little bit today, and we'll give you guys time to answer the questions today. So yesterday was about supply. Mr. Luke,
Yeah.
tell me on that phone, what does it say about supply?
You actually want me to like?
No.
Oh. Supply.
Dang, bro.
Supply is like it's like your supplies, you know, like what you have to sell.
What you have to sell.
Like, well, your product that you're gonna sell, but you like have a lot, like inventory, you know. The product.
Cooper, have any good additions to that conversation? What is supply in the economics world?
I had an answer, I forgot. Okay.
Who knows?
So it's really like a schedule or a,
Scheduled quantities.
right, of what can be offered for sale at all possible prices. So it's not just what you have on hand.
That could prevail in
It's
the
like
market.
what you're selling for as well.
That could prevail
If
in the
you
market.
have more, do you sell it for less? If you have more, do you sell it for more? That's all factored in supply.
Of course.
So with a supply schedule, it is different than a demand schedule. Do you remember what a demand curve looks like?
It's a graph.
What
Here's
page?
a graph.
It's a tape.
Mr. Brogan? What page are we on?
It goes like this.
Yes, we're on page 104.
It goes down.
Alright.
So like Cooper said, a demand curve typically starts here.
For cost and how much you're selling, right?
This is,
The higher the cost, the less you sell, and the lower the cost, the more you sell, right?
the demand, this is gonna be, we'll say units produced. And then, there's the cost for the amount you sell it for, correct? Especially with this part, so you don't do anything silly here.
Big dog.
So this is units demanded. And this is the price. So as it costs less, people want more. As it costs more, people want less. A supply curve is the opposite of that.
So basically, it's like a discount, right? They want discounts.
Right. So supply curve, we start low And as we produce more, the dream of a supplier is the more we're producing and the more we want, the more we can charge for it, make more profit that way. If we're not selling for very much, we don't want to produce a lot, it's not very profitable. But when it comes in the future, is this point right here where they cross paths, that tends to be the fair market for both the consumer and the producer.
So there needs to be an equal amount?
Right, it would be called equilibrium when we get there. But we're not there yet. We
Alright.
just want to focus on this supply curve. The more money people can make out of it, the more they want to make of it. The less money they're making, the less they want to produce because it's not worth their time and energy. So when you read through it, it talks a lot about the supply curve, supply schedule. They're pretty much the same as a demand curve and a demand schedule. It's just the schedule is like a table form of it. The curve is the graphical form of it. So, we're gonna skip over this section, we're gonna touch more on it about it later today. There are a bunch of different factors that can impact a company's supply. Gina, what's one thing that could impact how much of something you produce to supply to someone? What do you think? If you're selling for money, what would make you make less of it or more of it? Prices. So the demand of it, right? How much people want. What else? What could change how much you produce?
How much we produce? How much money we're making, the reviews we're getting from customers, like if it's durable, it works, how expensive it is to produce.
Boom, right there, cost of inputs. If Owen is selling cell phones, and there is a microchip shortage, and in order to acquire those microchips, this is what they just happened recently, a couple years ago, skyrocket, because there's a shortage of them. Is Owen gonna wanna keep producing as many phones, making less money on them?
No.
Or is he gonna try to pivot into supplying something else that would be more profitable for him?
I think he's gonna do something else.
Or
So-
couldn't you just raise prices too?
But if you raise prices, you might not
And people
get as many
want to
sellers.
Yeah, I got you.
You have to see how that impacts units sold.
Can you still make discounts?
Okay, the other one, or next one is technology. So a lot of times, learning new technology pushes something out of the market. Do you want to ask that person if they have any input?
No, I'm good, sorry.
No, pretty much. So again, if Owen is producing cell phones
You know,
and a new processor gets made to make phones faster, and someone else starts using that processor and makes better phones than him, he's not going to continue producing that supply. He's going to then use that technology to make a new product that is faster and better and more what the consumer wants, and we'll change the supply to that. Technology is a big thing that can phase stuff out. The other one is
So basically,
number.
wait, basically it's saying like the more newer technology you get, the better the price is.
Or the less we're gonna make of that product because we're not gonna be able to sell it for as much, so we don't wanna make as much because it's not worth it for us anymore. Another factor is the amount of sellers. And the more competition you have, the impact your supply. If you get more competition in and they pull your customers away, that's gonna lower your supply. That's gonna lower the cost of it, we're gonna make less of it, all has a reaction to each other. Then there's something called taxes and subsidies. Again, if something is taxed heavily, you don't wanna produce it. But subsidies is, there are products that the government will pay to individuals for to encourage the production of the product, to keep that product in the economy. Can we think of examples of this? Where the government subsidizes, huh? Say it? Water bottles. A lot in the agriculture business, governments will help pay people to keep agriculture business because we need food. And if they're not making money, they're not producing food. What do we do? So there are certain economies or different economies the government will subsidize, they'll put money into to help grow that part of the economy. Alright, what we really want to talk about though is supply elasticity. Remember what demand elasticity was? Who has a good idea? What was demand
was like-
elasticity?
It's a price that changes price. It's a cost that changes prices.
So what demand elasticity is when we change, right, when we change the quantity demanded, how does that impact our price? Well, it depends, every product's different. So gas as an example is very inelastic because even as you charge more and more for it, demand stays high. So with supply elasticity, we're trying to measure how the change in quantity supplied impacts the price. If we have less supply, does price go up or down, and by how much they go up or down? On page 108, there's 3 charts. The one on the top left is an elastic supply. So they upped the price by $1, and the quantity supplied went up to 6. That's very elastic. On graph B, we upped the price by $1, and the supply went up by 1. So very inelastic. So again, we'll talk a little bit more about that, but supply and demand elasticity are essentially the same idea. We're just trying to measure how the change of price impacts the demand of a product, while the change of price will impact the supply of a product.
So basically, you're saying that around. So basically, you start off with $1, right? So then you increase it up more to like that more amount. That's electric. That's electric. I'm trying to say electric. I'm trying to think. Elasticity.
Yeah, there you go.
So the way we measure it is when you raise the price, does your supply go up a lot or only by a little bit? The more it goes up, the more elastic it is. The less it goes up, the
More inelasticity.
inelastic it is.
Inelastic. Yeah, I'm trying to say the more it goes up, it's electric. I'm trying to say it. I can't say it. It's a hard word. I can't think about it.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Electricity. I had the same problem with specific like years ago. Trying to say sophistic or sophistic or whatever. It's specific.
My nephew always said specific. They always have the S and the C backwards. Alright, so section 2, we get into what's called the theory of production. The theory of production is how the factors of production and the output of goods and services relate to each other. So when we change the inputs, how does that affect the outputs? The first thing they talk about is something called the law of variable proportions. It states that in the short run, output will change as one input is varied. So when you make a change in the input, the output proportionally changes with it. When we're talking about data production, we talk normally about the short run, which is really a short distance as far as time frame go, and it's how if we make one change, how does that impact something else right away immediately. Then there's the long run. The long run is how things will change over the course of years or a long period of time. When you have time to change a bunch of different variables, we can change the inputs, we can change the capital, we can continue making all these changes to see how that will impact it. Right, Mr. Tilton?
Right.
What has your attention?
Just looking down.
So normally, economists will make what's called a production function, where they will measure how you change the input, how that impacts the output, and then they'll write like an equation for it. 0.75x equals blah, blah, blah. So that way they can continue to track how much they're going to make by changing the inputs. On the top left in figure 5.4 of page 112, there is a production schedule that's broken up into 3 major sections. The one on the left, in this case, is the number of workers. We're going to call that our input. As we input or insert more workers into our equation, we want to measure what the output is going to be, how much more production we get out of it. So when you go from 0 workers to 1 worker, you get 14 as your total product. When you go from 1 to 2, you get to 42 total product. That middle column is total product. That's just the total output that comes from changing the input. When we have 6 workers, we have 180 products. Where they're producing that. The third column is something called marginal product. What do you think the marginal product represents, Mr. Lutz?
That's, we're talking like marginal products, like, yeah, I have no idea what
You're
marginal
good.
product is.
So if we look at those numbers, what that is telling us is the amount of increased output we get by increasing our input by 1.
Why is
So-
it negatives at the bottom?
From 0 to
They're
1,
not making any profit.
we go from 0 product to 14 products.
So the decreasing, the
So
decreasing.
marginal product is 14 as well. But when we go from 1 worker to 2 worker, we're now producing 42 total products. Our marginal product, or our increase over that time frame, is 28 units. And then we go from 2 to 3, we're now making 75 units. That was an increase of 33. So our marginal output would be 33 if we went from 2 workers to 3 workers. So it's just measuring how much we go up just by adding that 1 worker.
Okay.
Now, if we look, the graph or the table is split into 3 sections color-wise. There's a red, a green, and a yellow. And they're labeled stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. So stage 1 is what we call our stage of increasing returns. It's as we add input to it, we're getting large output gains.
It looks like in stage 2 is slowly stopping, like it's slowly getting to the middle, and afterwards at the end of it, it's going decreasing.
Stage 2 is what we call our diminishing returns. So as we're adding more, the amount we're gaining is getting less and less and less and less and less.
So it's slowing down basically.
Slowing down a lot.
So they have like too many workers by stage
Almost. We're
3?
getting close to that point.
Okay.
Then in stage 3, we hit negative returns, where adding more input will actually negatively impact our output.
That's decreasing.
Right. So now when we start going up, we start trending downwards. We want to avoid that if you're a business, right?
Oh yeah.
So an example of
Not really,
that
actually.
is, did any of you guys pay attention to when Elon Musk bought Twitter and
Did you say like
changed
this? Like,
Yeah, I heard about it. That
that?
happened
You
2
guys know
years.
the first thing he did
I got
was?
nervous.
Fire.
I did it the way it's
A lot of
like,
it.
you're like hitting like, oh.
I didn't like when they changed the X. I liked it when better when it was like with the bird.
I used to like it.
I missed the bird. Why did they have to change the X?
Huh?
My day.
Yeah, it's just like the bad market.
Crash.
Twitter's like catchy.
Yeah.
Good marketing.
This way.
But
That's when
you
you're
know they
lazy.
cut their workforce by 2/3.
Yeah.
Really
Just
important
news,
to be able to lay. But from a business standpoint, what that tells us is they crossed through that area of diminished returns into negative returns where it was a net negative to have those people there from a cost standpoint.
It's
They
just
weren't
not the same.
producing as much as they were being paid.
It's just not the same, honestly, with that logo.
It's not. I agree.
Couldn't be more spot on. The old Sprite logo.
Oh,
miss it.
it was a lot better.
Like the old cans.
Mhm.
Now they're just all green. is that?
Good.
Isn't that like blue, green, and pink?
At that point, we're getting into the section, so we're gonna let you guys knock out definitions, answer the next two questions, 1, 2, and 3. And we'll be done for this section.
Bro, remember the Twitter notification just goes do.
Yeah, that was crazy. Man. Hold on a second.
Reagan, heard you guys had to hit a lot of balls in the right center yesterday? Yeah. And not a lot of them hit the right center from a player. Huh? Paige just said that you guys had like, she said she stopped counting at 17.
Oh, we're done for today?
Huh?
We're done for today? Or
No, we're doing numbers 1, 2, and 3.
oh.
A lot. It's, like a full each time.
Well, are we doing 113 or 115 for the questions?
Huh?
Are we doing 113 or 115 for the
The
questions?
page right there where you're on.
Okay.
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3.
It only says 1 and 2.
You're on the wrong one.
Oh no, okay, go one more page forward. Down right there.
Okay, I'm about to say that's that. How's there a 3 if there's no 3 in the last page?
Yeah, look how late Dennis is there. Stream.
Oh, do you need a paper?
Oh, do we have to do these? Yeah.
Yeah, you got do it.
Yo, Hunter,
Yeah.
Jacob, let me get a paper.
Oh, you want a paper? Come on. Hey,
I
up.
was about to ask you for a paper. I was like, Jacob's like giving you one. I'm like,
Just a random calculator in the middle of the table.
the longest definition. Oh, you got a good flow.
I like it.
What I like to see.
Roman, have you ever played Walking Dead before?
Game?
The game, yeah.
Isn't it like I think so. It's like kind of like a movie clip, and then you like pick an action.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's one of
I've heard
those.
about it. It's weird. I don't know.
I don't like games like that. Oh.
And then it gets really emotional, like every time, like whenever like something happens, you get like really emotional. You'd be like, oh crap.
Is it crazy?
Yeah. And then you gotta you gotta click. It's basically like a point and click game, basically.
Oh yeah.
Or more, but sometimes you can like press like you can sometimes like move around. Well.
giving myself a little bit of fine.
Not really.
I got like about half a line.
Yo, Hunter, what level you went on? What level you on Geometry Dash in story mode?
Dude, I haven't played Geometry Dash. When I downloaded it for like a day and then I uninstalled it because I
Dang.
got kind of pissed.
Bro,
What
What?
level are you on, Jacob?
I'm on Dry Out. You know Dry Out?
Try out.
The
yeah.
fourth. I think that's the fourth
I
level.
think it's the fourth.
Dude,
yeah.
I can't get past it. Like, there's like this when you go upside down, you gotta like go through it, and the moment you like you go through the portal, there's like spike like right in front of it, and I keep getting killed by those. Like, bro, it goes too like. I just remember how fast it goes. Like, you have to go. You gotta press like you gotta press like you keep pressing it and pressing it and pressing it.
I know, dude. It's crazy. Like, I got past like the first level, and then on the second level, I died at like 99%, and I just uninstalled it.
You know, it's crazy. I only had like 4 attempts on that. Like, I had 4 attempts on like the second level. Or,
You
like,
good at Geometry Dash?
I'm actually not
Cracked.
that bad.
All right.
Not that bad. At it actually. Mr. Brogan was for lunch today. Remember?
I remember looking earlier. It is mac and cheese. No, bean tostada. Tomorrow.
Idiot. I don't like bean tostada.
Why not?
I don't like anything with beans in it.
Really?
Hunter, you got any cash with you?
Today I don't.
Oh, that's alright. It's alright. I can eat my my mini Oreos.
Man, dude, those are dope.
Yeah. Cause I was just gonna find a drink, you know, go to Dollar General and get a drink.
Do you have any money?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, not. I don't.
We're doing something.
Yo, Hunter, you remember when that room right next to us used to be the art room?
Oh, that room? I do remember that.
Yeah. Bro, I miss when it used to be the art room. Bro, rest in peace.
Oh, rip.
Rest in peace, Mr. I think his name was Mr. Mr. Judd, yeah.
Dude, wasn't Miss Lewis in that last year?
Yeah, she was here. Yeah, I remember Mrs. Lewis. She was nice to me, actually.
I like this Lewis.
How are your brackets so far?
I don't know.
Think you have any bangers?
I think my first one's pretty good.
motherfucker is simply, and then just like.
I bet Luke, that if UC San Diego loses to Michigan, I have to butt my head. What?
That was
That's
not
how,
a good
that's how.
Bro,
shitty
nah.
UC San Diego lost.
That was not a good
That's some,
idea.
that's.
What are you doing, bro?
And if not, and if they don't, and they win,
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
you should have made a
You
better.
probably
video.
should have
I
made
should
the
have so
buzzer,
good.
yeah.
Luke was quick to shake, and he's
Luke
like,
was quick.
okay, got that. I don't blame him though.
No, he took the best deal.
He did.
I mean, he knows he can do it when he sees it.
Bro's gonna be bald.
Can't on the player.
Bro is gonna be bald.
Hopefully not, but
Yeah.
probably.
No, what?
Jacob, how was your spring break?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I was in Tigre Verde for like a week and one day, I think.
Where were you at?
Tigre Verde. I was still in Tucson yesterday, and then I came back around like 11 a.m. yesterday.
Making big moves. Type.
Mr. Brooke? No.
I'm gonna put it on. Thanks, sir. Yep.
So what else did you do over spring break?
What I did? I just relaxed like for the whole rest of the break. I just relaxed.
Nice.
All I did was chill, and that's what I did. Did my YouTube thing. I always do every day.
You make videos every day?
Every day.
Give the fans what he wants.
Yeah, I need to make my channel more active and more in. Yeah, gotta make it more active. Gotta make it.
Provide for the fans.
Yeah.
I care about my fans. I care.
Gotta
That's
care about your fans. It's all
Yeah.
about the fans.
yeah.
Love the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Brogan, who do you have right now?
They're really good.
Holy shit. Wait. There you go. Wow. Hey, Mr. Brogan, since I'm not really interested in today's lunch, can I borrow one of your chips? Like,
Go for it. If there's any left.
I want to eat one. Okay. The last one.
There you go.
I'm lucky.
From